Let's move on to our third main topic today. And our third main topic today gets sent in to us by Matthew Kircher, who writes, so, we all knew that Andy Serkis was in talks to play Alfred in The Batman. Matt Reeves has now officially confirmed it on his Twitter that Serkis will be playing Alfred. I think this is fantastic casting. What are your thoughts, and do you think Matt will confirm any other casting choices? All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, for those of you who might have missed it yesterday, now look, we've all now just been assuming that it's a lock, as they said a couple weeks ago. Andy Serkis now in talks to play Alfred. 9 times out of 10, once an actor gets to the point where they're now in talks for the role, 9 times out of 10 it works out. But like we saw with the Jonah Hill situation with the Batman, it doesn't always work out. So it's really nice to hear, and you're right, Matt Reeves did get on his social media and confirm that it's a done deal. Andy Serkis is now going to be our guy. Chris, let me ask you, how do you feel now that it's a lock and it's all in there? Do you think this is a good move for Andy Serkis and the franchise? Do you think maybe this is a mistaken direction? How do you feel about it?
Hell yes, this is a good move. I love Andy Serkis. I'm so hyped. Oh my gosh, everything today on the show makes me so happy. I'm into this. I think he's going to do such a wonderful job. I really, really like too when we have an Alfred who's a bit more cockney and has a bit more attitude to him, and we get to see more of that kind of military background he had as opposed to just, a doting butler and father figure. And I really feel like Andy's going to be able to bring kind of some grit to this, which I know a lot of times we talk about DC being a little too gritty, a little too edgy kind of situation. But I think here, this could really, really work. And I'm excited to see his dynamic with Robert Pattinson. I feel like the two of them would have some really great chemistry on screen.
The reason I am very excited about this, besides the fact that they're getting a talented actor, when you look at him, though, and look, I could be way off base on this. I could be way off base. My dream scenario here, and I try not to be one of these stupid guys that writes the movie first in my own head and then hopes that they do it on the screen the way I write it in my head. I don't want to do that. But I got to admit, I'm catching myself doing a little bit, because when you look at the way he plays Claw in like Black Panther particularly, like he is, first of all, Andy buffed up. Just look at his face and his neck. He looks strong, right? And he's this menacing badass. I love the iterations of Alfred in the comics, and when they touch on it some little times here and there in different ways. I love a badass iteration of Alfred.
Exactly.
This is the man who raised Batman, And so I've always thought I want to see more of an edge. And while I'm not a huge fan of the Gotham series, one of the things that I really enjoyed about Gotham was their Alfred. Alfred in that, he's the man who's like, all right then, Master Bruce, we're going to see what you can do. And and he punches Bruce in the face. Like, he's punching a child. He's turned him into Batman.
He's punching Bruce Wayne. It's fine.
It's all good. It's all good. He's Batman. If, and there's a huge if, and I have nothing to base this on, but if that's the type of Alfred you're going for, then Andy Serkis is the guy. Look, there's a small bucket of actors they could have picked a name out of, and I would have been happy with any of them, but Andy Serkis is definitely one of them. So after having one of the actors drop out in Jonah Hill, it's a little bit of a relief to me to say that this one got locked down. The question here is, guys, how do you feel about the idea that Andy Serkis has now been locked down to play Alfred Pennyworth by the way, the Pennyworth show is pretty damn good too.
I need to check that out still, because I only saw part of that first episode.
It's quite good. It's quite good. But anyway, now we've got Andy Serkis playing it. How do you feel about that? Jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.